The artwork for Anime Podcasters is provided by GoProkyo. Please go follow him at GoProkyo. Hello, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Anime Podcasters. This is episode 13 of Anime Podcasters. We're going to be covering Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals. Yuki is not with me for this episode because she's very busy with school. So I hit up Kyo, I hit up Ben, and we're going to be talking about a very hilarious parody of Naruto called Rock Lee's Springtime of Youth or Rock Lee's Ninja Pals. So I don't know what's the correct word here, but we're joined with GoProkyo and Ben. GoProkyo, how's it going, buddy?
I would say this is more of a spin-off than a parody.
Right.
I'm doing pretty good. Still working on Naruto. Most people think that we're probably out getting drunk when we should be working on episodes that everybody wants to see.
Right.
But we got like the next 2 episodes are almost ready, so we're probably going to release them in like in 1 month we'll do episode 3, and then the next month we'll do episode 4. But to actually answer your question, I'm doing pretty well. Work has been treating me not too badly, and I am ready to do this podcast. I've been looking forward to this today.
Oh yeah, me too. Seriously, like I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh yeah, today's the day. Ben.
Yeah,
today
guys,
is
I'm
the
so
day.
excited. Yeah.
How excited are you? How's it going, buddy?
So excited. Well, you've had me tied up watching
excited.
this show for a while. So,
yeah, I know.
you know.
I had to get you on because it's gonna this little trio here makes me laugh way too much, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. I also
When was the last time that we had all 3 of us on a podcast? Was it
the only
Christmas
other time.
special?
the only other time, which was the Christmas Death Note episode.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I talked to you guys a lot more than that, though.
I know, right? I don't know.
Feels like the second time to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Second time. Oh, that's great. Yo, so I just want to make a quick note here. I am working on getting the podcast available on SoundCloud for a downloadable version. I'm going to be moving the audio version from Bandcamp to SoundCloud. So stick to my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/JaianMusic. Links will be in the description for that. Just want to give you a quick note for the audio-friendly people. So we're going to be covering Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, which is a spin-off series. I agree with you, Kyo. A parody would be an abridged series. Kyo.
Yes.
How did you get into Rock Lee's Ninja Pals? Like, first impressions, kind of take me through that.
I don't even remember how I found it. I just, somebody just showed it to me one day, and I was like, what is this? And then they gave me a link to where I could watch the episodes, and I just binged through the whole thing in a couple weeks, and I rewatched it recently because Hulu released it with an English dub. Because I watched it when it was just in Japanese,
right?
And that's it's kind of hard to watch comedies in Japanese. I won't lie.
No, for sure. I tried watching. It was the Attack on Titan spinoff in Japanese, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch the Junior High in Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have the same thing.
Yeah, it was really funny. But and your first impressions on the show? What was your first impressions on it?
At first, I wasn't sure what to think about it. I honestly thought it was. I felt like it was watered down. I felt like it just wasn't something that needed to exist. But when I went back and watched it again, I realized that it's actually. I remembered laughing a lot at it, and it was just. I just found it to be a very nice experience to just sit down and watch something that was not necessarily mindless, but to a point where you don't have to pay attention to it. It's not like there's an overarching story that you have to focus on. You can just sit down and watch it. Like, you could just listen to it in the background if you got English dub, of course. But
yeah, because with the sub version in the background, you ain't gonna catch much.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch anything. But
Cash me outside, church. How about that?
Shut up! I will kill you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Please do.
I freaking hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Ben will.
It's such bigotry.
Do you feel the same way, Ben?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, some
Yeah,
kids
I,
need to be
keep
smacked,
hearing-
and she was not smacked enough, for sure.
On that note, what were your first impressions on Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, Ben?
Yeah, it's Ben's turn to. It's
Yeah,
Ben's turn for the mic.
Yeah, pretty much the same as Kyo, actually. Like, it's really easy to watch, I guess.
For sure.
Like, at first I was kind of doubtful, though. Like, I have a hard time getting into anime in the first place. Like, I've only watched a handful of them. And now you make it chibi version
Right.
of something that I mostly read for the most part.
That's pretty much what you're doing. You're pretty much just watching like basically for Japan, that's like kids' Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah,
for
essentially.
Them. Like,
It's,
It really
it's
is.
their
that's
SpongeBob.
that's their equivalent of what they have on TV. Yeah, that's basically kind of like their SpongeBob or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
it's their morning show before going to school or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that it was for children, and I was like, I went and I looked on like what the rating and everything was for it, and I was like, wait, this is for children?
Yeah.
Because there's some pretty adult jokes in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, well,
no kidding.
They have like jutsu where they like have like breast augmentation on Sakura and Tenten and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and you're
but-
telling me it's like a kid show. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I think it's got to be at least PG-13 if you
well,
ask me.
I find it's more the subject matter in some of their jokes because you see breasts all the time. You go outside, you see like a commercial for something, or you see a
Right.
billboard, and there's going to be a big pair of tits up there.
Right.
So I don't think it's the breasts that make it the thing. The
Well, I don't think
content
you put
more
that
mature.
like for a 9-year-old. I don't know. Personally,
It's the context in which that you make the joke
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes it
yeah.
inappropriate, I
for
suppose.
sure.
I mean,
No, I agree.
I mean, we laugh at those jokes all the time because one, we're adults and like we kind of grew up with
I'm
those
a
things,
child.
like stuff that we're technically not supposed to watch.
No, for sure, for sure. But for me though, when how I got into Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals was Yuki suggested it to me, and I remember you, Church, mentioning it a couple of times. And at first,
Yeah.
I thought it was like a YouTube channel series, like something that's not like official, like something that's not actually produced by an anime company and like has an actual fan base and all that, like something official. And then I looked into it, I watched it, and I realized, no, this is actually an official thing. And I watched the first few episodes, and I couldn't stop laughing. For sure, like one thing that made me laugh very hard was the very first episode where Rock Lee tries to defend that girl and like almost falls in poop twice. Like what? Like I thought it was like so out of the norm. And another thing that really got me like really liking the show is how they make fun of the main series. Like there's like this little scene where like they describe the Rasengan and they go, oh yeah, this is a jutsu where you spin a chakra, compress it, and hit your enemy with it, and then you'll brag about it for 3 months straight. Like
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. And-
As you see Naruto using it on Kabuto.
yeah,
just
exactly.
In the background.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about like this spin-off making fun of the main series?
I really like it. I know they've made a few like allusions to it being a show also.
For sure.
Like they're in there and they're like, hey, you can't talk about that.
Imagine if like the
Like
first
we don't have planes and TVs and airports and
Imagine if like the first thing you came across was like Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals. Never heard of Naruto.
but they do explain the things when they're not like
Yeah.
they explain them, but they're like, oh, you knew that though.
Yeah. True. But yeah,
Did you have more to say there, Ben?
Not really. I mean, I've only seen like 5 episodes and a half.
don't say that. We gotta convince them you're an expert.
Well, like 2 weeks ago, Jaian comes up to me and he's like, hey, you should watch this. We're gonna like talk about it and stuff with GoProkyo and like. Yeah, it's really cool.
that
You
what
should
I
watch
sound
it. Like in the first episode, you see Rock Lee almost falling in poop twice, and like it's gonna be really great and stuff. Like, gonna build a wall, and yeah.
You're gonna build a wall. I'm pretty sure they never build a wall in the entire show.
Well, they try to take some down anyway.
Oh yeah, they do.
The wall, the barrier between the show, the character, and the viewer.
This wall of satire that just gets destroyed.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, you just came up to
Putting
me like
your
that.
own Trump joke here.
Yeah, I know. But what about you, Kyo? Like when they make fun of the show, how do you feel about that? Does it work for you?
It does. It really does. Funny enough, the show was actually it's technically the show wasn't legal at first. It was or the
do you mean?
manga was technically just made by somebody who really liked the show, and they got it published by Shonen Jump, and eventually Masashi Kishimoto approved of it, and then nowadays we have the dub. So that's kind of actually kind of find it interesting because
Wow, I didn't know that.
Japan has a very loose has very loose laws on copyright, so maybe that's where you guys should start going. Maybe that's where YouTubers need to relocate to.
Oh,
you know?
man, I gotta consider this. I mean, we got some episode scenarios we're gonna kick off afterwards. Yeah, I should probably let people know. Mostly me and Ben came up with these episode scenarios, and we're gonna have Church judge them and approve of them or disapprove of them. And we got some really funny ones, and I can't wait to see your reaction, Church. But yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Okay. I thought that was the end of my 2 cents there.
No worries. Okay.
Well, you're gonna have to add a dime now.
It's a penny bank.
Well, I quite honestly think that the show is very good at making some satire of itself. Like, it's not only making fun of the show that it's based off of, it's also kind of, I think once in a while they make fun of themselves.
Oh,
like
for
as
sure.
like I think I'm not sure. I think this must have happened at one point, but somebody was just like shit, what was it?
Yeah, I know. I saw an episode just like 20 minutes ago, and I still don't know what they said.
Like, one of the jokes was just I don't know, like I just remember it like just leaving an impact on me. Like, that's pretty funny how they can like poke the stick at themselves and not just the show that they're based off of.
If there was one thing I don't think they made fun of, and I wish they did, was flashbacks. Because Naruto is obviously like really criticized for having too many flashbacks. I feel like that's like definitely a stick you could have poked with. But they didn't do any of that, as if I recall. Like, imagine if they had like a flashback of like Rock Lee in his ninja palace. That would be just great if you ask me.
Here's an idea for an episode that they could have done. They could have just had an entire episode like based on one event, and the whole episode goes from flashback to flashback to flashback.
Yeah.
So like we get like flashbacks within flashbacks, and it just keeps going on and on and on.
And then have like Rock Lee wake up at the end and be like, "Oh, that would be a horrible episode idea."
Yeah, something like that. That'd be a great
Good
idea.
thing we
for
didn't
an
do
episode.
that.
I really wish that.
Oh my god.
I feel like The Simpsons did that, though.
Simpsons
Yeah,
did it.
Obviously.
That's a South Park reference.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask.
I'm ready to hear your ideas, guys.
Do you want to do it right now? Because I kind of want to talk about like favorite characters first, but we could do it right now. What do you guys?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Real quick, I want to talk about like characters. 2 characters that really stood out to me were obviously Rock Lee stood out the most, but I don't want to talk about the main character because it's the main freaking character. Neji always getting dressed up as different like like female roles, or like as a turtle, or as I don't even know what anymore. Like, he's been dressed in about everything you can possibly dress someone in, and I find that to be like absolutely a great source of humor from the episodes. I don't know about you guys, but like for me, that was a great cherry on the cake. Like, it made me laugh so freaking hard. What about you guys?
Yeah, definitely. I've only seen a few episodes, as I've said, and I think every single episode, if Neji's in it, he gets dressed up in one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, like they get him like cross dressing and stuff. It's great. It's really funny. It's a really something I've never seen in any other anime.
And he still kind of keeps character. Like, he doesn't break character when he does it. He's still like semi pissed about it, just less so than he would be if it were in the actual show.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, he would never do this. He said it earlier. Now there's one that I can, like, an example I can remember. He's like, he gets dressed up into something, and then he's like, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I keep agreeing to this crap. Like,
yeah. He says that plenty of times in the show, too.
Like, he gets, it's when Rock Lee does one of his like transformation jutsus, whatever, and he just runs off screen and comes back dressed up as something else, and then he just goes to Neji and dresses him up as like 7 different things in a row, and he ends up being some retarded duck or something, which you have on screen right down here somewhere.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway,
but yeah, what about you? I was about to call you Neji Q. Oh my god, Q. What about you? Like, what about like for Neji? Like, what are your thoughts on that character?
Quite on. In all honesty, I have to say that making a character that's normally very serious and basically a different version of Sasuke, like he's
right.
he's more of the cool-headed character in this series, and it's nice to sort of get more of him in sort of a more comedic light, and he's a lot funnier than he would be in the actual show, because in the actual show he's very deadpan, he's very serious, and he's not as enjoyable as he is in this show, because it's just a lot more relaxing and funny just to see him being in the position of sort of being dragged into stuff that he doesn't necessarily want to do, but he goes along with it anyway because in my eyes I think it kind of brightens up his day. Like, it just makes him it just makes his life more interesting, in all honesty.
No, I agree. I agree with that. I think it's a great like source of humor that they found, and I really wish I could be in the room where they or like when the guy was writing his manga before he's like, I'm gonna make Neji cross-dress. Like, how do you come up with that? It's great. It's absolutely great. I did want to talk about the other teammate in Rock Lee's team. Tenten, I feel like, is the voice of reason throughout the entire anime. And
she really is.
Like, she's in the main series. There's not much of Tenten going on. I mean, all I can recall off the top of my mind is Tenten fighting Tamari and losing, and that's it. And like, she doesn't do much else in the entire anime, at least for the first Naruto series. And I feel like
she doesn't do much in Shippuden either. Really.
Yeah, no, she doesn't really. But like, I feel like she becomes a main character in this series, and the way he works, the way this works with her, I feel like is really good, and she kind of brings like sense to Rock Lee. Like, that's a completely idiotic idea. Like, how could you even come up with that? That's not how you do it. Like, I love that about her, because I feel like she provides a balance in the show. I don't know about what you guys think about that.
I agree. The fact that Neji goes along with some of the crap that Guy and Lee do, and having Tenten be the voice of reason is kind of weird.
But it works out because it gives her a role, and there's not much of her that we've seen, and you kind of have to like give her something, or she's in the main team. She's got to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, just because of her position as the female on Guy's team, on Team Guy, like, she has to like have a role. And so they're like, well, we're going to give her, like, something simple like the voice of reason. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Kyo?
I really do like that we see more of Tenten, because in the actual show, there's only about, there's Tenten, Sakura Ino, Tsunade Shizune, Kurenai. So there's only like 6 characters female characters in the Leaf Village that we actually see a lot of. But, with Tenten, she seems to be the only one that we don't get to know or get to see very much of. We only know that she kind of has the dream of being a really good medical ninja, and then we don't really see anything after that. We kind of see her in the tuning exams,
right?
But get her ass kicked, of course.
Destroyed. When 63 moons are out, like, she got taken out by a fan.
Why couldn't she have been, like, in the Sasuke retrieval arc or something? That would have been cool.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, like if she was, if she went with Naruto's team to go get Sasuke back or something.
I think she would have gone.
Why did she have to be gone?
I feel like she would have gotten destroyed by, like, even the weakest of the Sound Ninja 4. Like, Jirobo, like, destroys her for sure.
Well, yeah, but, like, she could have actually been, like, a good ninja or something.
Yeah,
like
she throws knives. I feel like
yeah, she's...
Here's a boulder. Here's 5 kunai. 5.
Like, she could... Like, the only reason that Jaian says that is because there's practically nothing of Tenten in the actual show.
There isn't.
Yeah.
But with Rock Lee's show, we get to see a lot more of her. We get to, like, create an actual character. Like, she's not just the straight man, but she's... The only reason that she is the straight man character is because she's in a group of characters who are just insane, and it's like she has to balance it out somehow.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd like to point out that every time Lee does something stupid, and she does, the usual not fight scene, but just the scene where, like, she hits Lee with something, it's always a fan.
Yeah, it is.
She hits Lee with a fan all the time.
I don't get what that is. I think that's supposed to be
paper. She's just not a
paper.
fan of him.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't get it. I don't get it. She could throw knives or punch him like Sakura does or something, but no, she hits him with a fan. What's that about?
I told you.
I don't know. I think it's a sign of like, or I think that's just sort of the same thing like in school. Like, did you guys ever have a teacher that like swat your wrist or something with a ruler?
Yeah, I beat him with a bat.
Yeah, like I think it's
what school did you? We went to the same school. What class were you in?
West Side.
I had proper measurements. I had the entire meter all written out on the bat.
Class's bat.
Slap me with your ruler. I'll slap you with my measuring bat.
Oh my god.
It's not
Ben
true,
went to the South Side.
Yeah.
South Side, Canada.
Right.
That would be
South
Chicago.
Side. Yeah. The bike rack on the south side of school.
Yeah.
That's where we met.
Oh man.
Oh, do they do the scene? Do they do that scene?
Oh wait, people are not gonna know what you're talking about. Ben's pointing at a picture of Tenten being defeated by Tamari. If you notice and look at the picture, Ben, there's flashbacks around it. So no, I don't think that.
I don't see flashbacks around it.
They have that white flashback like vibe, you know, like on the sides of the screen. Trust me, I've watched enough Naruto to look at a picture and know if it's a flashback or not.
Yeah, I know. I just get off my case.
Any other like
you could watch one episode and know whether or not if there's an episode with a flashback.
Sure. Any other characters worth mentioning? I think there's so many. There's so many. What like any standouts for you in the 5 episodes you watched, Ben? Like me, even if it's Rock Lee, like any thoughts?
Well, if you say standouts, Kakashi stands out as being very
boring.
Yeah, boring. He's always looking at his book. Like they made his character
make up Paradise Kakashi.
Yeah, like even more what they were focusing on in the show.
Kakashi cake. I'm sorry.
Like they removed
this coming
all
from the guy who watched only 5 episodes.
Right? So far anyway. Like so far in Rock Lee and his ninja pals, Kakashi is reading a book. He's only known for reading his book or the 1,000 Years of Pain. Death. Pain? Both.
Pain's the bad guy.
Yeah, whatever.
Death is also a bad thing.
So yeah, all he's done so far is 1,000 Years of Death and read his book. That is all.
I gotta show something to Ben. So there's this jutsu in the series called 3,000 Years of Death. You saw that?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is the only episode where they did it because of the rest of the time he was reading.
Right. And it's where it's where Lee, Guy, and Kakashi do 1,000 Years of Death each. And so, 1,000 times 3 for the audience equals 3,000. So 3,000 Years of Death. How about that, Church?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. What else? You see this article that is supposed to describe it?
It's empty.
Is jutsu performed by 3 individuals performing the 1,000 Years of Death. There was nothing else to say about it.
No, you're right. Church,
yes.
Church wins.
It was a very good answer, Church.
Yeah.
But what about you, Church? Any standout characters you wanted to mention? I don't know, maybe like Shizune or Tsunade. Those were really good. Or Kabuto and Orochimaru are really good too. I don't know.
I kind of have a feeling that the author and I would probably have the same feelings towards Yamato, because Yamato is not like, he has no audio lines. He's just like used as a demonstration dummy in a lot of the the pictorial references that they use.
Yeah, true.
Because I really don't see the purpose to Yamato or Sai. Like, quite honestly, those are some very uninteresting and kind of forced characters.
Well, I don't know, but I disagree for Sai, though, because there was this one episode I recall, and it was one of my favorite episodes in the series, where Sai basically was trying to teach Lee how to be quiet and tactical and not give away too much information, all that stuff. Like, speak cold-blooded, basically, which Lee's the most hot-blooded character ever.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely a great contrast and a great episode. And there was this scene where Orochimaru and Lee are in a bar, and they both notice they're both there, and like they're sitting at the same like table trying to see who's gonna crack first, and it's absolutely hilarious. And all this stems from Sai teaching Lee how to be super calm. So I do see where you're coming from, but I feel like Sai added like some nice little tones of calmness to the show, which it was a good balance.
Yeah, for this show, I do agree, but like in all honesty, like if you took Sai out of the series, like as a whole, I don't think much would be affected because there's quite a few characters in Shippuden and onward that don't need to exist. Mm-hmm. But like that episode, I don't remember that episode. I think that must be one of the ones I haven't seen.
Oh,
yet.
it's great! It's great. It's like tendons.
That sounds like a very good idea for an episode, though.
Yeah, no, it's an official episode. It was one of my favorites. But I think it'd be kind of interesting to talk about Orochimaru and Kabuto too, and then we'll get to the
please. I feel like that is probably a very good point to bring up because they're like just like how we said earlier that this is kind of like a children's Saturday morning type of cartoon. They kind of treat Kabuto and Orochimaru in the same way. They kind of treat them like Team Rocket from Pokemon.
They absolutely treat them. I mean, Orochimaru has never been a bigger joke in this.
Really, he hasn't.
Like, I remember the episode where like he's like doing the Ochimaru pool, and it's like he's trying to to get everyone to go to his pool, and like basically the idea here, Ben, is that the snake summoning is a slide, and he wants everyone to go down the snake so the snake eats them and they die, and that's how he wants to take out Rock Lee and all of them, and it just horribly fails. Let me just put it that way, and it was absolutely hilarious. They just, I mean, in the first 5 episodes, there's not any Orochimaru, but he's just the way they joke him is great.
Yeah, the episode I was watching before we started this was when they're trying to sneak into the Leaf Village.
Right. It was
as tourists. And yeah, that was
the code check.
That was quite strange. Okay, you should give us your chakra samples or whatever, and he's got them all compartmentalized into like 12 different boxes, and he's like, "Yeah, no problem."
Oh, that was great. That was so good.
It's like having a Simpsons version of like Naruto.
It is.
Much.
It's almost just that clever in my opinion. Like,
oh my god,
really?
Church! I'm on the wiki right now for Orochimaru's character on Rock Lee's Ninja Pals, and apparently trivia in episode 21, Orochimaru and Kabuto quoted Team Rocket's phrase, "We're blasting off again." So you were on point with that.
Yeah, I remember that because I think I've seen them fly into the sky with the twinkle several times.
Yeah, the little sound effect.
Yeah.
What about Kabuto for you guys? From what you see, Church, did you like Kabuto as a character, kind of filler, or what was your thoughts?
I don't remember Kabuto as much, but I do know that he was sort of the kind of like Tenten in a sense. Like he was the voice of reason with Orochimaru,
right? And
just like how Tenten is the voice of reason with Lee.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
From what you saw, have you seen Kabuto in your episode?
From the 4 minutes I've seen, that he sounds like Tenten, and I think they would get along.
Ben, yes, I agree. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Let's get into the scenes. We got 10 different scenes that we came up with, and we're gonna start getting into them. But before we do, I feel like we need to find like a system. Like if you like them, we're gonna send them to Konoha because it's the Leaf Village. But if you don't like them, where can we send them? Like what's a bad place in Naruto or a horrible thing, like a horrible fate someone suffers in Naruto? Something we can like find that would. Basically like a trash compactor or something. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts, guys?
Sound Village.
The Sound Village? How about that, Ben?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So
I mean, they're bad.
Yeah.
Ben has no opinion.
How about Orochimaru's lair?
Indifferent.
No, I know.
That's basically where it is, man.
I know exactly. Okay, I got a better suggestion. If we don't like it, they go down Monda's slide. How about that? If you like it,
Yeah, okay.
Okay, if you either you go to Manda or you go to Konoha. There you go. All right.
You send it down the chute, or you send it down the snake, or you send it to Konoha.
Yeah,
whichever.
exactly. Okay, so Ben, I'm gonna let you kick it this first
Kick
one
it off. Okay.
Okay, so the first one, you can introduce it and talk about it and everything. Yeah.
So, like, you guys are pitching show ideas to me today,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Basically.
like an episode idea.
Yeah. We got I think 9 or 10 of them, and some of them are really good, in my opinion.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Too bad. So, Orochimaru shows up, and he can't use any ninjutsu or genjutsu. So he trains under the wing of Guy and Lee.
The idea here is that because the third Hokage sealed his arms, he can't use any of those jutsu, so he can only use taijutsu. So he gets the bowl cut, he gets the Might Guy suit, everything.
Gets the tights.
Gets the tights, and he trains under Rock Lee and Might Guy. And so the springtime of youth of Orochimaru's springtime of youth is upon us in this episode. What do you think of that, Church?
It's kind of fitting.
I feel like this is an episode that should have happened and has happened, but didn't happen.
Really?
Like in another universe,
Right.
this should have happened.
Yeah.
I think this episode would be really funny just because first of all,
Premise, just based on that premise alone, that has to be funny. That episode on principle has to be funny somehow.
for sure. And think about it. It jokes on the Orochimaru again, which is what we want.
Yes.
And I don't know. I think it'd be hilarious. Just
Absolutely.
and I would have gone away with it if it weren't for you meddling Rock Lee and Mike Guy.
I feel like it works very well for Orochimaru because he's always talking about immortality and like gaining a youthful body so he can remain immortal. And then you just go up to Might Guy and he's like, the springtime of youth. You just, like whatever he says, just all this nonsense about like remaining young and I don't know. You know a few more quotes than I do for sure.
Yeah, no, but that's basically it. So what do you think, Church?
I think we will send this one to Konoha and
For
see
training under Might Guy.
see what happens.
Send it to Konoha. All right, one in the
Yeah.
book. All right.
This one's approved.
All right, cool. I'm going to be jotting down which one gets approved and not, and at the end we'll go
So
over
are
them.
the not approveds going to be capital Ks?
Yeah, oh yeah, they will be capital Ks. All right,
You
so...
put a K next to the approved one, so I figured.
Yeah, I might as well. All right, so second one, Rock Lee becomes... You know that one episode of the series where there was a popularity contest, Church? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rock Lee becomes so popular for Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, they can't have him only have this series. They're going to transfer him to Dragon Ball Z, and Rock Lee becomes a Saiyan. How about that? Let's work this one through a little bit more. I feel like this is the premise.
I
First
feel
of
like
all-
you need a little bit more explanation on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, we-
Super
I see
Saiyan
what else
eyebrows.
you got on
Super
that.
Saiyan eyebrows. How about? Do you like that? Do you like them Super Saiyan eyebrows? I mean, he can go in the hyperbolic time chamber and help them defeat Cell, and we could have a Team 4-star sketch where Rock Lee shows up and tries to defeat Cell and gets destroyed. So that's a point. That's a plus. Also, I just think he would fit in because he's an outrageous character, and Dragon Ball Z is full of outrageous characters. I mean, could you imagine Rock Lee like on Planet Namek? You're like, okay, we're gonna fly to like see Guru get the Dragon Balls, and Rock Lee's like, okay, let me just dash my way there because I can't freaking fly. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong or go right with this. Do you have more to add to this, Ben?
I wonder, like, what's his power level on the Scouter?
Over 9,000.
Probably very much lower than that.
It's probably way beneath 9,000.
I believe so. No, I'm not going to do it.
On the first couple sentences there, you guys sort of lost me, but once you guys gave me the image of like Rock Lee, like in the Dragon Ball crew, and just like sort of helping the plot along somehow, I feel like it would be funny if like he didn't just parody, like if he mostly just paid homage and parodied all the Dragon Ball tropes and just sort of found ways to get around all the problems that they could have easily avoided.
talks himself out of like the Frieza arc.
Yeah. Isn't that how it went?
How about think about this? We could see like a Rock Lee fusing with another character. Like that's in the or like Rock Lee takes the Potaras with Vegeta.
I feel like the fusion would be extra successful just because he'd put so much like
effort into everything.
I don't know if it's effort, just like passion into the fusion move, like the little dance.
Oh, how about a Rock Lee My Guy fusion? Let's throw My Guy with Rock.
Different sizes. You would need the Potaras for that.
Oh, true. Man, that would be funny. Okay, so is it going to Manda or to Konoha?
I think we will send this one to Konoha.
Yeah, buddy. All right, 2 in the books for Konoha.
I feel like he would only fit in before Dragon Ball Z, though, just in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah, he would fit in more in
there. He'd probably fit in better with the original Dragon Ball, but in all truthfulness, I feel like hardly anybody knows what the original Dragon Ball was anymore.
So sad. So sad.
Well, they got accustomed to all the yelling and yellow hair.
And Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, that's true.
Super Saiyan God Kaioken times 1,000.
Yeah.
I am pink.
I am pink.
What?
All right. Do you want to kick us off on the next one, Ben? The next scenario for our Grandmaster Church?
Okay. Yeah, sure. So,
show me what's your guts.
After finally mastering how to open or release the 8 gates, Rock Lee still can't catch those 20 leaves falling from the trees.
I feel like this is really good. Like he opens the 8 gates, and like for the people who don't understand like the 20 leaves reference, there's this scene in Naruto where Rock Lee is in the Forest of Death, and
he's done it several times.
Yeah, and there's like these 20 leaves falling, and he's like, if I can catch all 20 of these leaves, I can go. I'll go on a date with Sakura, right? And then there's like this squirrel with a tag bomb on it, so he saves the squirrel and can't catch the last leaf. The idea here is Rock Lee trains super hard, opens all 8 gates, right? Let me remind you that the 8 gates almost took out Madara Uchiha, which is like one of the most OP characters in Naruto, and he still can't catch 20 leaves. I mean, that would be just great, like comedy to me.
I feel like this is more of a bit piece. Like this would be sort of a. I feel like this would be like maybe a trail off from like an original plot line or something. Like maybe it could be a little bit for like half an episode.
Right.
I don't necessarily think this would be like something to focus on for an entire episode.
Not at all.
No, fair enough. That's true. I think it would be a funny bit though.
It would be a funny bit, but I'm going to have to say for this one, we're going to throw this down the snake water slide.
Oh, Manda! At least Manda's going to get to chew on it.
At least for...
Well, does he get to, though?
I don't know anymore.
Like, swallows him. Oh, my food went to another dimension. Crap.
Okay, next one.
He's got he's got Kirby syndrome or something?
Kirby syndrome.
Well, I don't know quite how it works, but yeah.
Kirby, like when he eats, like it's like another dimension.
I know how Kirby works. I don't know how Manda works exactly.
Manda doesn't work.
He just gets summoned.
Yeah.
Oh, for the people who don't know, Manda is Orochimaru's summoning, and if you didn't know that, how could you still be listening to this podcast?
He's a big snake.
Yes.
The rest of you are scratching your heads like, who the hell is Manda?
What's a Manda? Is that a car? Okay.
Black Manda.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else you guys got for me?
Okay. Next one. Okay, so Avatar: The Last Airbender. How about this? Rock Lee becomes the new Avatar.
I have no comment. Go on.
Pitch the rest of this on that one.
Okay, so Rock Lee can master all 4 elements, but you know how he can do pseudo ninjutsu, not actual ninjutsu? He can do like pseudo fire bending and pseudo water bending and pseudo air bending and like pseudo, what's the other bending? I forgot there. Right? Earth bending. And basically, I don't know, I think I would love to see Rock Lee with an arrow on his forehead and just like try to like get all wise and preachy on us, but like at the same time, he's like a super passionate character and it just... Like, they don't, like, Aang and Rock Lee don't fit in at all together, that together it would be so catastrophic. Man, I can't talk. That it would work out into an episode, I find. That's my pitch.
Now, I disagree with you in saying that those two would, like, they would clash. I feel like those two would probably get along really well.
You think?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Aang is kind of hot-blooded and a little like sporadic and kind of fun.
But like
And
he's
then,
the wise
Rock-
avatar kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he has wise quotes and moments like that. That's how I remember him.
How many episodes are there? He has some wise quotes.
Oh,
He has the best quotes.
don't ruin my Aang experience, Ben.
He's a goof.
I think you got to watch some more Airbender before you pitch this idea to me.
If you do this, I'm gonna get angry.
Just for that, I'm putting it down the snake hole.
Oh,
Thank you.
great.
I wasn't gonna put it in the Leaf Village anyway. That one's still going down the snake hole.
I think it'd be a funny, maybe a YouTube video. and then my brother and I discovered the new avatar. Let the power of youth explode, and we killed him. We killed the avatar.
We left him in that block of ice.
We left him in the. How could you send that down Mondas?
We buried him.
Now I've got an idea for an animation I want to do.
We never bothered to awaken him.
and then Legend of Korra, and it's Mike Guy.
My guy.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of meat on this bone.
Oh, man.
All right, man. You introduce the next one.
How many more do you guys
We
have?
got 5 more.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but we.
All right,
yo,
let's go for it.
These are this next one. All right, yeah. Go ahead, Ben.
Go on, guys. Come on.
So Rock Lee becomes Kazekage for a day, I guess, or, just becomes Kazekage overall. And he has the sand village. I mean, just the Kazekage thing should be good, but as an extra, just a little part of the episode, he has the sand village, the whole sand village doing a push-up contest. I mean, just the Kazekage part could be like a good plot line for an episode, but, the push-up contest should be in there somewhere. How do you feel about that?
Is he going to be the Hokage, or is he going to be the Kazekage of the Sand Village?
Kazekage.
Oh, okay. I feel like a better idea would be if he became the Hokage for became the Hokage for the Leaf Village.
Well,
and perhaps he could be at a peace summit with the other Kage.
And then Sasuke breaks in with Jugo and Karin.
Yeah.
And Suigetsu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if you guys tweak the episode a little bit, I feel like you would have an actual episode there. So I'm going to put this one in the Konoha bin.
Yes, Konoha gets the Kazekage summit idea. Konoha. Okay, so to Konoha with some fixing to it. All right. Okay, this next one, I think this one is like one of my favorites on the list, and I really think that you should put it to Konoha. Okay, Leaf Hurricane is like Rock Lee's classic attack, right?
It's one of them.
Yeah. Rock Lee does a Leaf Hurricane so powerful, it causes an actual hurricane and destroys the Leaf Village. I think this is... I don't know. I feel like this would be a great final episode kind of thing. Just like, Leaf Hurricane... What? Oh, no.
It's like, oh no, did Pain come by? Oh no, that was just Rock Lee.
Let the springtime of the Leaf Village explode.
Guy goes like, whoa, that's a little too much youth, buddy. Yeah.
Maybe, again, it sounds more like this is more of a bit than a actual plot for a show.
True.
If you guys could work it into one of those other episodes, maybe you could fit it in there with the Konoha bin.
How about we get the Leaf Hurricane going on with the 8 gates and the 20 leaves? Does that can we work that deal in?
Maybe all your little bit ideas will become one big idea for an episode.
And then we'll have everything in the Konoha bin.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's in the Konoha bin.
That's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys wanted to add on that one? So you're sending it to Manda?
Yeah.
All right, going to Manda. All right.
Don't worry. It was a good idea. Just, not good enough.
Here's the next one. Here's the
next
the
pitch.
Next pitch. And actually, I just want to add in. I just came up with another pitch on the spot too. I think this one's
write that one down, and then we'll go to that one.
Yeah.
next.
Okay, so Rock Lee writes his own Make Out Paradise series and calls it Sakura's Paradise.
Oh my.
This has to be a thing. Make Out Paradise is a staple of the Naruto series. And Rock Lee writing a book, I would read the crap out of that. And the fact that it's his crush, Sakura, on it, I feel like it works out. What do you think, Ben? Ben? Oh my god.
I feel like so far the episodes are kind of like that. And I feel like if you were to write it, it would just be a series of failures trying to gain Sakura's love.
Yeah, which would work.
Which is
really
pretty
funny.
much a big part of the plot line already.
Right.
He's always trying to, gain... I don't know. I feel like we're seeing it happen more so than him writing it and then, just making a book out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like the main character would be Might Guy as well. Just for some reason. Just like... He seems to idolize him a lot, so it wouldn't be himself. It would be Guy.
Yeah.
A Guy Sakura fantasy thing.
Oh my god.
Dear.
You probably perked the interest about like 3 people out there right now listening to this. Those 3 people who have like fan art of like Guy and Sakura together. If you have that, tweet it at me. Oh my god, I would love to see that.
Just gonna get a bunch of hentai on your
Oh my timeline.
on your
boy.
Twitter.
Okay, so what do you what do you think of that, Church, as an idea? Sakura's Paradise. I feel like this was a solid.
I feel like towards the end, everybody's just gonna start like getting in on it, and then they'll all start writing the same. They'll all start writing the story together, like as a group.
What does Lee do next? You decide.
You decide. Next week.
Tweet at me for the next.
No. Tweet me your hentai for the next episode. So is it going to Konoha or?
It's going to Konoha.
Yeah, it's going to Konoha. I feel like this one has to go to Konoha. Like this one, like I thought of this. I was like, this has to be a thing.
Yeah.
All right, Ben. This is actually the idea you came up with.
Yeah, this is the only idea I got.
I was
But
going
it's
to
good.
ask about this, but okay.
So yeah, what if
Please go
Rock
on.
Lee becomes a Jinchuriki?
What
Like,
would
If
what would
Rock
his
Lee
animal be?
I don't know, any tailed beast. Just look at one.
Nine-tailed Rock Lee.
Just look 1 through 9, and just think of the relationship he would have with any of them.
A snail.
I mean, yeah, maybe. We don't see their personalities much, except for like 8 tails and 9 tails.
That's true.
Maybe Shukaku real quick, but
Yeah,
we
not
just
very
took
much
off.
though.
like you see 8 tails getting like so fed up with Killer Bee's rhymes. Just imagine
Yeah.
all this like springtime of youth crap that Lee and Guy would be spouting all day long. And just 8 tails be so done with that. I don't know.
I like this one a lot, but that's just my personal bias.
I
That's
feel
opinion, not
like this
bias.
is a premise for a video that just needs to exist.
I feel like
So
yeah.
I'm honestly gonna have to say that this one has to go to the Konoha bin.
Yes. All right. We're on a roll here. We're way more Konoha
Yeah.
than manga.
We can have our own show soon.
Okay, so if we're making a list of ideas of episodes, we got to include the Drunken Fist. The Drunken Fist is a great like staple of Rock Lee's character, and so in this episode of Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, Rock Lee gets so wasted after going to the bar with Mike Guy, so wasted. Homie destroys the entire Hokage wall. All 5 faces, Drunken Fist done, destroyed, pummeled to the ground. This is like worse than Naruto painting on them. This is like they're destroyed. Like this guy's going all out. Like he's so drunk he destroys all the Hokage faces.
Oh my gosh.
How about that?
I feel like that's just a small half of like where the episode could go.
No, I can go
So
for
like maybe
I think it
maybe
works.
he could start off with that, like maybe that's like how like he just has one of those like a hangover type of episode.
Yeah, I wish.
Where he wakes up the next day and it's like a whole bunch of stuff happened, but like it's all like maybe he earned like maybe he earned money while he was drunk.
Right.
That idea can actually transition into the next pitch.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm gonna put this one in the yes bin, aka the Konoha bin.
Yeah.
And I want to hear the next one.
Yeah, the next one is the final one, and Ben, please do me the honor.
So Rock Lee joins the 7 Swordsmen of the Mist. Which I feel he would do even better if he were drunk.
With the sword, you know that one sword with the tag bombs on it? It's like a sword with like infinite tag bombs. Drunken Lee with that sword would be chaotically amazing.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's one of the things that happened when he was drunk.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He just joined the Seven
like,
Swordsmen.
this hangover style thing. He wakes up the next day surrounded by these badasses, and they're like, "Hey, newbie, how's it going?" I don't know.
Oh, it'd be great.
I feel like he would have like tried to pick a fight with a few of them too, like the previous night, not knowing what he's doing.
Oh my god, I just got like an idea in my mind. Imagine like, you know that mission where like the first mission the Team 7 goes on with Zabuza and Haku, and then like the mist shows up and like you see Zabuza for the first time. Imagine if the mist shows up and like you see Rock Lee and Rock Lee's like, "Sakura, go on a date with me." She's like, "What the hell is going on?"
Kakashi of the Sharingan.
I am Rock Lee of the springtime of youth.
It'd just be ridiculous.
It would be amazing.
That one has to be meshed up with the other one and then tossed into the Konoha bin.
All right.
Because-
And like you have him fighting Kisame, and he has no chakra, so it doesn't matter.
It's true.
That's true.
Or maybe he would make a great combo. No. What if the sword steals chakra, gives it to him? Now he can use jutsu.
He can use more pseudo jutsu. He becomes the avatar of the Leaf Village.
I've lost interest.
I'm sorry. You're getting angrier by the second here. He's just not gonna reply. That's great. Okay, I came up with one more. I don't know. I feel like this one I just came up with because I think it'd be funny.
What?
All right. What do you got?
So this would take place. I'm trying to think. Okay, Attack on Titan, right?
Just say the name.
Yeah, Attack on Titan, where the Titans are actually all Rock Lee.
Oh.
Oh boy.
And they all have 8 gates, all that stuff, like all the stuff, all the personality, everything, and like humanity is fighting against Rock Lee. The Scout Regiment versus Rock Lee.
You just see the big intro video and you see a bull cut over the wall.
Like I just hear like Naruto going, "On that day, Konoha was given a grim reminder." As like 8 gates, Rock Lee slowly pokes his head over the over the Konoha wall.
Sakura, go on a date with me. Rock Anime. Destroys the entire like everything.
Yeah. Or like 10-10 is Mikasa, and like that's how she snaps him out of the bit. like maybe the whole episode is just like he tries to go into one bit, but they get stuck in that bit, so then they have to go from like making that joke, and then they sort of end up satirizing all of Attack on Titan into into a whole episode.
Yeah, and I think one thing I want to mention here, guys, all these ideas, like if you guys want to make a video out of this, like or something, like you feel free to do it. Like this is like public domain stuff. Do anything you want with it, and if you do anything with it, let me know, and I will promote it for sure. Like I'll let people know. This would be amazing to see any of these come into real life. Oh my god.
And if Jaian sees it, then I'm gonna see it because like he always sends me shit.
Yeah, so
like,
you'll get 2 views.
Yeah, you'll get 2 out of 3 views that you might get are us.
Right?
Depending on the scenario, you might get me too. Basically, just do a whole Drunk Lee series.
Drunken Lee attack Drunken Lee Titans.
All of our previous scenarios can happen under that premise.
Oh my god.
Like,
I love this.
in one night of drinking, he becomes a swordsman of the mist. He becomes a Jinchuriki. writes the Make Out Paradise series.
Becomes Kazekage, has the push-up contest go down.
How did none of these become episodes?
I mean, I'm telling you, like, I took like 20 minutes and I came up with these, and I don't know. These were really good.
I took up like 20 minutes and I came up with one.
That's true.
So, this one's going to Konoha, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bad. All right, let's go over the ideas and what happened. So, Orochimaru trains under Rock Lee and my guy, going to Konoha. Rock Lee becomes too popular and joins Dragon Balls, goes to Konoha. Rock Lee 8 Gates tries to catch 20 leaves, goes to down Manda.
Kind of a 2-minute bit, really.
Yeah, the 2-minute bit goes there. Rock Lee becomes the new Avatar and stays in the iceberg, goes to Manda. Rock Lee becomes Kazekage in push-up contest, goes to Konoha for sure. Leaf Hurricane destroys the Leaf Village, goes down Manda. And then we got Rock Lee writes Sakura Paradise, that goes to Konoha for sure. Rock Lee becomes a Jinchuriki, goes to Konoha 100%. Rock Lee's Drunken Fist with the Hokage wall in that whole like hungover episode, I think that's my favorite one, goes to Konoha. Rock Lee joins the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist, goes to Konoha. And Rock Lee, Attack on Titan Priority, Rock Lee, whatever, goes to Konoha as well. So a lot of success here throughout the board on the Rock Lee ideas. Church, did you have any ideas maybe you got inspired throughout this conversation you want to maybe pitch in? Because, I'm sure you got one.
I don't know. Like, these all seem like just ideas for like maybe half of a season at least. Like if you did like 12, like if you did 12 episodes, I feel like this would be like the first. How many did we approve? Did we approve like 6 or so?
We approved the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I feel like this would be like half of a first season or something, you know, like this.
Oh, for sure.
All these ideas really do fit into like the way that this show works. It just it doesn't necessarily pull any punches with itself. It's not afraid to go a little towards the emotional side. It's not afraid to like get a little raunchy with its humor, and sometimes the jokes go a little too far. Like they just don't like make they start out funny, but then like at the end it doesn't make sense. But But all in all, it really does come together as a very complete series, and the ideas that you guys gave out really do sound like they belong on this show.
Seems to me like when you said the jokes don't make much sense, I feel like the jokes make sense in a Rock Lee way only.
Yeah, strictly. I put myself in a Rock Lee mind state when I wrote these, just so you guys know. Like, I went there. I went that far for you guys who are listening to this, because I love my viewers.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to have a scenario with Rock Lee's eyebrows, though.
Like, maybe his eyebrows become, like, a ninja.
Oh, my God, no.
They know the Drunken Fist.
No. Drunken eyebrow fist. How about this? The whole entire Leaf Village is just sick of Rock Lee's like antics, and they just shave off his eyebrows, and he wakes up with no eyebrows.
Or they become a fashion statement, and not everyone has them.
Oh, I think that's an actual episode. Actually,
oh, okay.
There's an episode where like everyone becomes like has a Rock Lee face.
Yeah,
that's the episode when they were promoting the Road to Ninja, the 6th film.
Right.
Yeah, and like at the end, Lee rewrote the preview for the film as like Road to Guy.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and so like it was like the whole episode just starts out with them wanting to get like a preview of the movie, and then they somehow get transported into the version of the film that they wanted to go see. And at the end, the only way, or like, of course, Lee's the only way to like fix the whole thing, and he turns it into like his own, or 1010's personal nightmare, but his personal dream.
Oh my God, so funny.
Yeah,
it's funny. I'm telling you, this series is like something else, and I wish there were more episodes. I wish they made more, because this just, oh my God, the more I talk about it, the more I love it.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched it, and thanks to this podcast, I need to go back and watch it because I am sick of watching Futurama right now.
That's not even.
Are you on Netflix?
Huh?
You watching it on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix has Futurama.
Yeah, all the new seasons I haven't watched since Teletoon, so I've got a lot of content to follow up on.
Yeah, you got 10 seasons to catch up on. Great show.
No, for sure.
I've just been watching it a lot. I need to go watch another comedy series that's very similar to Futurama, so...
I mean, this is the one, if you ask me.
Yeah, like, if you guys want to see a show that's kind of just... It's smart and is kind of raunchy, but is in a very lighthearted way. It's very funny. It's just... really engaging. It's definitely an anime that I would definitely recommend to people. Like, if you guys don't like the regular Naruto series, you will probably like this a little bit more, just because it's got a lot more character, and it's just a whole level more enjoyable.
A lot less filler.
Yes, a lot less filler. The whole show, well, if you want to get technical, the whole show is filler. But
Fair.
It has fun with it.
No, for sure.
Like,
It's
it has
fun filler.
in
It's
a
not
way.
the
It
flashbacks.
knows, it knows that it doesn't have as much value or epicness or action as the actual show, but it has fun with it, and it knows what it is, and it just has fun with the sort of show that it is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at through the wiki right here, and I found some pretty funny jutsu that like appeared in Rock Lee and his ninja pals. I don't know, like this great I'm really happy they did this jutsu, just because I feel like if you're gonna do the sexy jutsu and have sexy women, having a sexy man jutsu is absolutely hilarious. Whenever Konohamaru decides to transform into Sasuke, and then Sakura's like, "Oh my god, I'm super blushing." This is just.
But they've done that in the actual show.
Have they?
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
now they
Sai
have
actually who did it.
Now
Really?
they have the I don't remember who does it, but
Sai.
like it's a finisher move in the what is it, Naruto Storm 3?
Oh, really?
Storm 4? I don't remember. But like it's a finisher that works mostly for girls.
Yeah.
And like if you use the jutsu as like a certain number of guys, like I think it's Sai, Sasuke, and Naruto, and they can use it on any of the girls, and it'll have the same effect that it has on
So
Haruka
great.
Sensei.
Oh, that's so funny.
But the difference is with Lee, his view of the perfect man is obviously Might Guy.
Yeah.
My guy is the perfect man.
He's a man's man.
He's a manly man's man.
Yeah.
All right, other jutsu. Let's see. When released, Leaf Revolving Heaven is an attack where the user spins with a aftermath of wind. So he just spins around. What does like a Rock Lee become a Beyblade? I guess.
I guess.
I guess so.
That's funny.
He has quite the strange face while doing it.
Yeah.
Fire Forkball is a technique combined with a tool that is thrown at the opponent. The ball hits the opponent in the face. Oh, that's the dodgeball episode, I think, or something like that.
Something like that.
There was this one episode where like Rock Lee and Naruto and Neji need to train for like a whole week, and then like it's like a week later, and then they appear to like super mega buff, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, how'd you guys like do this?" And like turns out they're like just wearing like air suits, and like you poke a kunai through it, and it just goes. They're like, "No, you figured us out."
Yeah.
Kind of think Ben would do for Halloween. I feel like.
I guess.
I mean, oh my god, do you want to dress up as? Should I dress up as Rock Lee for Halloween?
I guess you could pull it off.
I could pull it off. I got
I
the
think
black
you
hair.
could pull it off.
I got
just
the
like-
thick eyebrows.
Yeah, just shave your face.
Yeah. Is this a thing? It should be a thing.
You've got a few months to think about
I
it.
got a few months to consider this.
Earlier,
Yeah.
I really liked the episode where they were having like the thing in the stadium, or he called it the stadium anyway, like
Oh, the ghost episode?
the ghost.
Was that it?
Yeah, the one with the ghost, I guess. Like when Neji leaves to go find a ghost because that was his competition requirement or whatever it is.
Right.
I just really enjoyed that exact part actually because like as he leaves to go search for this ghost, he starts to rotate. He does his rotation, but he's also walking while doing it, so he's just knocking stuff around. Like he walks away and you know that typical like arch that you would see in Japan or everywhere, that like typical red arch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just regular. He goes through that and it just goes flying. And then he walks through the forest while rotating and all the trees just go flying. And I love that because you don't actually see him rotate unless he's in place. And I just, it seems so comical to me. I don't know why. I really like that. It's pretty much the only thing that's stuck in 5 episodes. So.
The only thing. Oh man, I wonder what would happen if you got Rock Lee spinning and then Neji rotating, and you got them in a Beyblade contest. Ben's not even gonna touch that one.
I don't know.
He won't
I
even
feel
let
like
it
there's an
rip,
idea
Church.
there.
Won't even let it rip. Okay.
I have nothing to
I
say.
have to give you some form of kudos for that one.
Oh man, so many references. There was the Rasenken, which was the one where Rock Lee would just jump into the air and then just like perform a spinning rapidly, like doing a ball, and he's like trying to teach Konohamaru how to do taijutsu, and then Naruto's like, "Oh, you can't outdo me," and then he starts doing it, and they just like spin in the air, and then next scene they're just puking because they spun too much, like. So great. Oh man.
So simple, but it works.
It works.
It's good.
It really does. Morning chicken. I don't even want to touch that one. Oh man, I don't know. I kind of think like we talked a lot about the show. Is there any other stuff we could cover? Like any other like?
No, not really.
I don't know. I think this pretty much covers everything. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we've
character.
touched all bases with this show. The last thing I have to say is pretty much just, if you guys haven't seen this show, I feel like you need to. If you are a Naruto fan, you will definitely enjoy this show. Like, no doubt.
And another thing I want to add to that is, if you are watching if you're watching Naruto Shippuden dubbed and you're waiting for the dubbed episode to come out, and you still want to watch some more dubbed Naruto content, Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals is the show for you. It is 100% the show for you. It's absolutely hilarious, and I mean, you still get just to watch some, some Naruto, and it's still dubbed. So just consider that. I think that's I just think it's a great show, and I strongly recommend it. Are you gonna watch more episodes after this podcast, Ben, or is this like it for you? What do you think? Like honestly.
I'm going to offer a more temperate opinion and say it's all right. But I'm probably going to watch some more anyway because, it's entertaining for sure.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
And I mean, I've only seen a tiny bit of it, not even a 10th. So I'm sure I can give it a chance and keep watching a bit.
Oh, yeah.
There's also Rock Lee Ninja Pals manga that looks really good too. I want to watch. Like, but obviously, I remember because you mentioned how it started out as a manga. The manga looks really funny too.
I can almost guarantee that it is because.
Have you checked it out?
Come on. I haven't checked it out, but just based on the show that I have seen, I'm just like, there's no question.
As a person who's mostly read them, I think that it might be more for me to read the manga actually. But no, what I was pointing out is, I guess part of a plot in the manga is they make Amaterasu curry.
What? Wait, starts cooking with. Oh my God, they do make Amaterasu.
Seems to be a little Itachi Sasuke.
Sasuke to Itachi
get together,
is the chapter 33 of the manga. Would you eat that Amaterasu curry? How does that sound to you, Church?
I don't eat curry, so I would have no idea.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much cover it. We're gonna start closing things out here. If you guys really enjoyed, if you guys have already watched Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals and want another spin-off series, I would recommend Attack on Titan Junior High, which is a spin-off series of Attack on Titan. It's only 12 episodes, and it's absolutely great. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah. It's the chibi characters too. And it's basically all the characters from Attack on Titan, but like in the junior high school. And there's like one school for the Titans and one school for the humans, and it's great. It's great. All right, let's start closing things out. Church, where can people find you online and with everything that you do?
You can find me online on Twitter at GoProkyo. That is literally just GoPro. Each word is capitalized, or each first letter of the word is capitalized, and you can also find me on Facebook at GoProkyo Arts, and you can follow my videos my group videos with all the actors and Naruto Bridge stuff on Daydreamer Studios. There will be links in the description, and just look forward to what we've got coming out.
For sure. So you said, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but you said back-to-back like months of Naruto Bridge. Is that actually gonna happen? Am I gonna get to voice act and sound design some more?
Oh yeah.
Okay, definitely. Good, awesome, good. That's awesome. Ben, I know you have absolutely so many things to plug, but anyways, for real though, final thoughts on this whole podcast, Ben?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's always fun getting on here and talking about nonsense and stuff.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
And having someone else who's a bit less enthusiastic, still enthusiastic, but not on your level.
Oh, come on. Church is the most enthusiastic person you can meet.
Yeah.
Same.
Naruto's the happiest person in the whole Leaf Village.
Believe it!
I don't believe it.
Man, that's just too funny.
Yeah, I have no plugs to make, but guys, if you have scenario ideas or follow-ups to ours, just
comment
them. Yeah, comment them, and I'm sure I'll hear about them eventually and have a little giggle. I like that.
For sure. And stop sending band friend requests on Facebook. You've told me this is a thing.
I guess so. I've gotten a few, but
yeah, guys, stop adding Ben on Facebook. Okay, you could add me instead. Okay.
Actually, most of the people are randoms from people I don't care for.
Okay.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, good point. Never mind.
Just don't add him.
No. I might accept. I might not.
Don't say that because now they're going to add you.
Well, they can do what they want. It's a free country. And if it's not a free country where you are, it should be, okay? Just do your thing. Add me if you want.
It's an amendment.
Canada's the only free country now.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh man.
Innovation, right? No.
I feel like this was like a great podcast. I had so much fun getting you guys on, and I can't wait to get Yuki on for the next podcast. A thing I'm going to be trying to do with Anime Podcasters is having more than just Yuki and I on each episode. I want to do like Church is going to come on more often, and have Ben come on a little more often. Like when we find good topics and everything. Next episode we're going to be having a special guest that we've been working on trying to get, Yuki and I, and finally she got her microphone. I'm pretty sure she's all set up, and we're going to be covering another anime series, which is a classic.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about having this person on. I feel like her. I've talked to her off the I've talked. She's never been on the podcast, but I've talked to her a bunch of times, and she's like a really nice person. I'm really excited to have her on. So look forward to that in a little bit.
I've had the thumbnail ready for that one for months.
I know, right?
It's almost been a year since I made that thumbnail, I think.
Like, really? Wow, we gotta...
It might be. I might be exaggerating. I'm probably exaggerating.
Can you go look it up, like, right now, the one that you made that thumbnail? Like, do you have the time to, like, look it up?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, do it. As you do that, I want to mention something else. I'm doing the JaianMusic Q&A series, and we're going to have some episodes coming out with guests. And we got GoPro as a guest already for one of the episodes that came out. I interviewed him on Naruto Abridged. And Ben's going to be a guest on not one, but 2 episodes, which I'm really excited to. And Church is going to be on another episode too.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So basically the way that's working out, it comes out every second week. And 1 week it's solo, just me. Another week it's a guest. And like towards the end, I'm gonna have it's gonna be mostly guests. I also have Caution Ginger. Good old Ginger is gonna be on for an episode. He's an awesome guy. To plug my stuff, just subscribe to the channel if you're listening to this. And follow me on Twitter. I am at JaianMusic. Facebook.com/JaianMusic is my page. Church, have you found that thumbnail when you made it?
I don't know where it is right now. I know it's in here, just I can't find it.
Oh, too bad.
It's a year ago.
It's a year ago. Just say it's a year ago.
All right. Well, I think that's about all the time we have. So, I guess goodbye.
Yeah, guys.
See ya. Thanks for coming on.
Bye.